Beyond the Mic Sports. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a jam-packed show today talking about the players to watch in March Madness, Boston first Detroit, who's going to take the 1 seed and be crowned the Kings of the East, concerns for the NBA playoffs, certain teams who all pick the team, and BAM's 83. My personal favorite. BAM's 83. Guys, how y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Excited to be back. Another episode. We're going to get into everything. And congratulations, BAM. Historic.
Shout out Mr. Adebayo. I yell Adebayo when I'm throwing stuff in the trash now.
All right.
No, you took my joke. I was about to say I went hooping today, straight caught up to the court, said BAM.
Adebayo!
I don't want to ever hear anybody say BAM when they throwing something in the trash.
Don't watch my day job.
That's disrespectful. But shout out BAM. I ain't gonna lie though, it's really March though, so y'all know what time it is. I mean,
and speaking of March, let's jump right into it, chat. We are discussing players to watch in this March Madness. We all chose a player of who we think will make a big impact going into this March Madness. So who wants to kick it off?
Let me start off first with arguably the best college player of this year, right? Might not be number one overall pick, but arguably the best college player this year with the best team in college basketball. I gotta go with Cameron Boozer. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching Cameron Boozer since he was in high school. And fun fact, this man have never lost in high school. Like, he took his team to the finals. He took his team to the regional finals. He took his team to state. Little do y'all know, one of the reasons why Cooper Flag is also popular in the summer of 2023 AAU, Cameron Boozer was giving him that work, and Cooper Flag team was very thin, but Cooper Flag was hooping. Cameron Boozer is a winner. Not only his dad is Carlos Boozer. It's very rare to see a dad and a father, very amazing at one sport. But Cameron Boozer is amazing. He's so amazing to the point that he's not weak in anything. The only problem that people would say is he's 6'9", 250, no athleticism. But he can shoot the ball, he can pass the ball, he can rebound, and he likes to bully. And he's carrying this Duke team that's not very talented as last year's team, but I got to go with Cameron Boozer. I can't lie.
I like it. I'll be honest, Cameron Boozer, if he's a Chicago Bull, I'm not mad. I think he's an old school four-man, though. Like, that's somebody that I would love to see a four-man. If he maybe cuts some weight, expands his jumper, we could see him running a wing position like a 3-4. I don't think he'll play too much center, even though the NBA is a smaller league now. We like to run smaller lineups and more versatile lineups, so maybe he could. But I think his true position or natural position is a 4. I actually chose the real best player in college hoops. His name is Darren Peterson, ladies and gentlemen. The best shooter in the nation and simply the best player in the nation. The 2026 NBA Draft Chicago Bull, number 1 overall, Darren Peterson.
Why you keep saying Chicago Bull, though?
What are you talking about?
Like, what's up with that?
What are you talking about? What you mean?
Go on.
He's a Bull. You didn't know?
Okay. I believe he's a king.
Nah, I don't know who Sacramento is, but I know about the Chicago Bulls. Darren Peterson is averaging 20 points per game on 45, 39 splits, and 81 from the free throw line. Ladies and gentlemen, in college, that is super elite. To be shooting 39% from 3 in college, that is super elite. You're not getting plenty of ISOs. We're running strictly plays. It's ball movement. It's all of that. It's not the NBA game. It is a lot different. So to be shooting this well at the college level is something special. Now, I know a lot of people want to talk about his injuries. He doesn't play. Shit, I wouldn't play either, god damn it. If I'm going number 1 and I could come in and give you 20 points and a half, why the fuck are you going to play? Excuse my language. Why am I going to play? Why am I playing the second half?
Exactly
I'm not.
Why he's not going number 1. That's exactly. You just said why he's not going number 1.
That's a good point, though. Because people want to see you play. At the end of the day, yeah, we saw what you did in the first half of the season, but March is coming up.
The best ability. The best ability is
see you get down in the trenches with those other teams.
It's NIL and ego. Too good to play.
Yeah, I'm not messing with that. Okay, my player is Kingston Flemings. He's the point guard for Houston men's basketball, and I had to rep the home state. I had to rep my city. But I'm not even being biased. He's actually a great talent. He's a freshman guard, a true point guard at that. And he's averaging 16 and a half points per game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And his efficiency is out of this world. He's shooting 48% from the field. That's pretty darn good, especially when you're in college. But the reason I love him is just because his playmaking ability is out of this world. He can get his teammates open. He's going to give you the right read. And also, he's a scoring point guard, which is something that we don't see a lot, especially in the college realm. So not only can he dish the ball, not only can he facilitate, but he can get to the bucket. And if you need him to get a score, he can ISO you and he can be that guy to make a play down the stretch. And on top of that, his defense is outstanding as well. We don't talk about his defense enough, but he's a great defender. He can get steals and he can guard many positions. And also, just to touch on defense, I really think that that's going to be key for this Houston team going into March. Not only is he great on the defensive end as a point guard, but his other two teammates in Emmanuel Sharp and Joseph Tugler, who both got all defensive team in the Big 12, they're going to be key and vital for this Houston to make it far in March. But Kingston Flemings, he's a top prospect going into the NBA draft, so he's definitely on my radar and one of the top players in this league.
That boy can hoop. That boy play D. That boy what? He about like 6'5".
He's 6'4", yeah. He's 6'4".
Look, that jumper ugly, but listen, it go in. Trying to tell you this now, man. Shout out Kingston Flemings, man.
Yeah,
Talk
shout
to
out
us, Dell.
Kingston Flemings.
Okay, so we talked a lot about scoring, ISO, get to the bucket, and I mean, it's only right to talk about the leading scorer, Mr. I went to it's on their face. They told me the false rainbow. Them BYU boys, AJ DeBonsa, the leading scorer, Mr. 25 points himself off 50% from the field goal. Like, he shoots 50%, averaging 25. He's the leading scorer. Shoots 33 from 3. He's the player to watch. Like, in March, you got to watch these top prospects to see how they really compete. That's the biggest thing to me. You got to watch how they compete when it matters most. And this is the thing you want to look at. Because you got people like DP who he'll probably take a game off in March Madness. That's the type of guy he is.
Because why am I going to play? I'm better than these boys. Why I'm going to play? I ain't got to suit up for them. I'm going to the league.
That's pride, man. That's pride. Go and compete.
My boy AJ,
I'm better than you.
He's gonna compete every game. I'm waiting to see how he goes. I'm hoping it raises. Like, he's the he. That's the real. He's not the number one. He's the number 2 though. He's the number 2 though.
Thank you. Show some respect.
He really could go number 1 though.
I ain't gonna lie though. I really like our collective pool. You know, Kingston Flemings. We got DP. We got AJ. We got Cam. This probably top 5 in the draft players. Shout out Caleb Wilson though. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Caleb Wilson. He will be going top 5 also. I ain't even noticed. Him and Cameron Boozer played at AAU together for one summer. Crazy. I wish I seen that.
Caleb Wilson.
If only AAU was the same. We don't got no more Zions. We don't got no more LaMelos. Feel me? Gabe Cups. We don't got no more none of that. But
I remember Gabe Cups.
Gabe Cup was a menace on that blue chip team.
He was so nice. Reed Shepard didn't get no recognition.
Reed Shepard.
Shout out Gabe Cups.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move it on to the Eastern Conference. Keep it moving. And we want to talk about the top of the Eastern Conference. We want to talk about Boston and Detroit. We want to talk about Cade Cunningham and the return of Jason Tatum. We want to talk about all that. But first, we want to know who's better, and we want to know who's going to retain the number 1 seed. Ladies and gentlemen, make your pick. Boston or Detroit?
Okay, first I'm going to say who I think is going to take the number 1 seed. Because just looking at the strength of schedule going throughout the rest of the season, Detroit has the easier schedule compared to Boston. They'll be playing the Timberwolves twice. They'll be playing the Lakers, the Thunder, and the Suns, which they're all over 500. And then you look at the Celtics, they have a much tougher schedule than the Pistons do. They have to play the Thunder twice, which we know who the Thunder are. They're number 1 in the league, and they're the best team in the league. Then they have Minnesota, and they have the Knicks, and they have a couple other 500 teams. And looking at the rankings, the Celtics are about 3.5 games behind the Pistons. So I don't think once the regular season is done that they'll claim that number one seed. But going into the postseason, I do think that the Celtics will make it further than Detroit. When you just look at their roster, first of all, when you look at the experience, they have Peyton Pritchard, they have Sam Hauser, they have Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who all won a chip with this team back in 2023. So they have that championship pedigree. They know how to get it done. They know how to compete. And they have a deep roster. Even when you look at Gonzalez and you look at Neemias Queta, who has been a great center for this ball club. He's been very efficient, especially these last couple games in this second ladder of the season. He's shown up big for them. So shout out to Neemias. But yeah, just overall, their roster is deep. They have a good, solid starting five, especially when you implement Jason Tatum into that lineup, even though he's, injured. Not injured. He's back from injury, but he's not 100%. So once we see him at full strength, I do think that their whole roster in its entirety is better than Detroit.
Man.
Okay. Stop. No. No, you, brother.
I ain't gonna lie. I think the Pistons gonna get the number one seed. I just believe that the Pistons have, they like to beat down a lot of these other teams that really don't have too much star power, too much, offensive talent. But the Pistons is one team outside of the Houston Rockets, but we're gonna focus on the Pistons that give me a little bipolar disorder with them. Like, I love watching the Pistons play, but once Cade Cunningham get off that floor, oh my God. It's really hard to watch them play. I'm not gonna lie, like, so hard to watch them play. One, now you realize how important Asar Thompson is, because you can't beat these elite teams without having your elite defender and your role man. Tobias Harris, what is he doing there? Like, what can leadership do at this point if you're trying to win the championship?
He was smoking PB and J. PB
like,
no
what
J.
are you doing there, Tobias Harris? Caris LeVert, before he got injured, he was thinking up the bed. Who else is on his team? Duncan Robinson. If you can't shoot threes, it's like having me out there. Like, this Pistons team, I don't know what's going on. Isaiah Stewart, he decreased from last year. Ron Holland is doing the best, but he's just a tier below Asar Thompson, and you don't need that because you already have a person that can't shoot. Marcus Sasser, who's out of the rotation. Like, and it's just honestly speaking, because I like watching the Pistons. But when Cade Cunningham is not playing, when he's not on the floor doing what Cade Cunningham has to does, or when he's on the floor and he's getting abused because nobody on that team can't help him, like, the Pistons are hard to watch. And I'm telling you this now in the playoffs. Remember, I said this. In the playoffs, it's going to be very hard for them to beat teams if Cade Cunningham is shooting 8 for 28, 9 for 30. Because outside of Cade Cunningham, where's the shot creation coming from? Malik Beasley last year, Tim Hardaway Jr., they provide shooting. They provide confidence to go get the ball and go put it down the hole. You don't have nobody on this team to do this. Jalen Durant, 20 points and 10 rebounds. I swear to God, it's not hurting no other team. I'm trying to tell you this. It's putbacks and it's dunks. It's not hurting.
I'm sorry.
It's very emotional.
During on my channel. We're not doing that.
No, I love Jalen Durant. He's from my city.
Jalen Durant.
He's from my city.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you putting up 20 points and 10 rebounds, it's hurting somewhere.
It wasn't even.
It's hurting somewhere.
It wasn't even a dirt,
right?
It was the whole thing. I don't like it because there's a couple names you left out: Ron Holland and Beef Stew, along with Jalen Durant. You know what's gonna happen? They're not gonna give you no stats, but you know what they're gonna do every time? They gonna throw these. They gonna get physical every game. That's what the Pistons do. They get physical. They're gonna check your heart every game. They checking your heart. Like, they're gonna make you fight for it in and out. But the concern, like you said, it's not when it is when Cade's off the floor. But I also don't like their spacing. They attempt a lot of tools, and depending on the matchup, it gets ugly. Like, they play like the Spurs, even though that's a finals thing. But when they play teams like that, it gets ugly. I still do think they take the 1 seed because of the lead they have. But overall, like what Keith said, you said the Celtics have a better roster. I could agree with that. They're the better team. I feel they, even with like chemistry and stuff, I can still say they're better.
They got the best player too.
But that physicality, though. That physicality.
Yeah, you can't undermine that physicality. They gonna bring it. They gonna bring that piston culture every time.
Beef Stew gonna
I'm
play
gonna
2 minutes, but he gonna throw two hands. I'm trying to tell you.
And
say
I'm gonna
like
say this.
this.
I'm gonna say this one thing. The Houston Rockets on this episode will be getting these fades. We'll be getting these fades. I'm gonna tell you this shit now. Excuse
I'm gonna
my
tell you like
language.
this.
I'm sorry to all the Houston fans. I'm tired of that team. Let's go.
Let me tell you like this. Them boys in Boston, the best team in the East. That boy Tatum, the best player in the East. Not named Giannis. Not named Giannis. Thank you. Not named Giannis. And if he retains his form by playoff time, and I mean even if it's 25, because we're already seeing 20. If he retains 25 by playoff time, boy, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get real ugly over there in the East. I'm talking 4-0s, I'm talking 4-1s, and I'm talking 4-2s. No game sevens. It's gonna get real ugly over there if Jason Tatum does what I think he's capable of doing from what he's already shown.
Yeah, I definitely agree. He's already, like you said, scoring 20. His first game back, he scored 15, if I'm not mistaken. Then he scored 20, right? On a minute restriction. So going into playoffs, when he's going to be playing the full game, that's 30, right? He's going to be back to his natural state. So no telling what the Celtics are going to be able to do with a fully healthy Jason Tatum.
I mean, we could say fully healthy, but like, I mean, he can't duck the smoke though, because it's a reason he ducking Lou Dort. It's a reason he ducking Lou Dort.
Lou Dort might kick him in the heel. Lou Dort dirty. Lou Dort is dirty. I'm gonna get a noise.
Talk about that team.
I want to get a noise.
Too dirty.
Lou Dort is a dirty basketball player. I've been saying it for years. Lou Dort walks out on the court intentionally trying to hurt people. There's highlight mixes of it. Minutes long. Minutes.
I think honestly, I think the most important factor is still Jaylen Brown though, on the team, because I feel like no matter it's like how healthy can he really get? I feel would be the question. Because it's like we could say like if he does get there, but I feel like as he still builds up to, I feel like Jaylen Brown's going to be the deciding factor there. It is great to have him on the court though, and like you said, him dropping 20 already is actually amazing. Like it's actually like I would never expected that, to be honest. But I do feel like Jaylen Brown got to keep playing at that level he was playing. You know, making sure like JT can't see the main defensive guys. Like, because if we start see, it gets crazy because now we get the main defensive guys on different people. It starts messing with stuff.
You don't want Stephon Castle guard you.
Yeah, Jason Tatum don't want Stephon Castle guarding him.
But then,
that boy's small.
But then it's like, okay, now
That
we
boy's
got
smart.
MVP
That boy's
Jaylen Brown.
6'6",
We got MVP
Pure.
Jaylen Brown.
You're right.
That
And I'm
boy's
not going to
6'6".
lie. In that last
What's he lift
matchup
weights?
with the Spurs versus Celtics, Jaylen Brown was cooking Stephon.
I could have sworn I heard
Okay.
MVP
He
Jaylen
was
Brown.
cooking Stephon.
I could have sworn I heard that.
MVP.
I could have sworn I heard that. I could have sworn I heard that.
The MVP play in the Midwest. He ain't MVP. Let's stop it.
I heard that.
He's a fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stop it.
Speaking of the Midwest, let's shift our focus to concerns for NBA teams as they reach into the playoffs. We've each chosen a team onto which we think could make a deep run, but we're going to highlight their flaws and what could stop them from making a deep postseason run. Who wants to get it going?
I'm interested to hear that Rockets take.
Go ahead, stop. Go ahead.
Let me tell y'all who's on the Houston Rockets roster. Okay? We have Kevin Durant. We have sometimes 30 points Reed Shepard. We have no shooting ability Amen Thompson. We have injured Steven Adams. We have Emi Udoka versus the referee. We have the unable, willing to finish games. Man, this team is just like, I ain't gonna lie. Before this season, last season of Beyond the Mic, we praised Sengun a lot about his play. Call him the next upcoming Jokic. Saying his offensive game is elite. All-star this, all-star that. Man, out of everybody on his roster, I have a lot of expectations for Sengun, right? I already lost faith for Amen Thompson after the first month when I realized like he's still the same player as last year. He probably just gonna get more shots.
The exact same player, by the way.
The exact same player, but Sengun, I ain't gonna lie. We already tired of Luka complaining about the refs, and he averaging 30. Now you complain about the refs, and you barely touch a 25 here and there. Come on, bro. You gotta stop. You don't play no defense. You complain half of the game, right? The little back down stuff that you're doing and only work on weak centers is not working on the elite centers in the West at all. And you get into foul trouble. The foul trouble is not as noticeable as Cats. That's why nobody talks about it. But bro, Steven Adams is not here. And Cook Capella, if James Harden is not on his team, he's not good. I don't know why you paid him $10 million. I really don't know why. Because I was so excited about this team before the season started. Yo, Dorian Finney-Smith, did you leave LeBron James to go steal money in Houston? Like, actually, he suck. Amen Thompson.
Okay, I wouldn't say suck. I wouldn't say suck.
No. He does. No. Kenny,
but we're talking about Sengun, right?
No, Dorian Finney-Smith. He's
yeah, he sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, watch that next name you said, though. Watch that next name you said.
Amen Thompson, right? Not only don't you have the confidence to shoot the ball, right? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, like just how you said with the Pistons team, Dell, them dunks really don't be hurting nobody. Like it don't do nothing to the other team. It don't. And it's so sad where Stephon Castle, I was watching the Spurs game and I was watching the Nuggets game, and it's like the way they guard KD is so easy because it feel like Ben Simmons is on their team. Yeah. You can literally just track him. Don't let him get the ball.
He's a worse Ben Simmons. Don't disrespect Ben Simmons.
At least he's scoring the ball. Ben Simmons refused not to score. Ben Simmons is out there living the lifestyle.
18, 8-8. Ben Simmons was 18, 8-8. 40 on Rudy Gobert. I saw it with my own two eyes.
Is Ben Simmons eliminating the main primary scorer on the other team?
No.
Yes, he was. I'm glad you brought that up. He actually was. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I guess he's just LeBron James. I guess.
No.
I guess Prime Ben.
And who was he eliminating? Who was he eliminating?
No, I ain't gonna lie. He was guarding. He was guarding.
He's guarding.
That Kawhi series. Kawhi had to do something. That Kawhi series, he was locking up.
They went home.
He was locking up though.
They went home.
So he even guarding that last play. They went home.
But listen, let me finish it off though. Bro, Jabari Smith Jr. Ain't no way. Ain't no way they gave you $150 million for you to shoot 9 threes a game and then not do nothing else, bro. This boy be dribbling the ball. He pick it up immediately. Somebody guard up immediately, bro.
Handle's not there.
Like, what are you doing in the summer, bro? You're the third pick of the draft. I don't care about, bro. The Rockets are at a point where their players, all their players other than Sengun, are top 7 picks. Other than Tari Eason. Tari Eason Sengun's the only one that's not top. All these are elite picks, elite draft picks. And I'll be feeling so bad for KD because literally, and I'm not gonna lie, nothing about the Rockets before I pass it off. Chris Paul is sitting home. Chris Paul can make this team better. Some type of point guard.
40. It
don't matter, D. Wembanyama, look what he did to him. He was 38. You telling me a two-year older Chris Paul can't give you 9 assists and it's still a game?
What
with 25 minutes?
What Ty Lue say?
Josh Okogie is playing. He should not be playing. He sucked too. He can't shoot the ball. Nobody in his team can shoot the ball, bro. And it really hurts to watch them. I'm done, bro. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay, switch it over to the Lakers. I'm going to just say it here. It's their defense. Point blank period. They have offensive machines and Luka and AR and LeBron, but when it comes down to their defense, they stink. Point blank period. Now, granted, they had a hot streak in the beginning of March where they placed top 12 in defense over their last 15 games, but it's really going to come down to their consistency on the defensive end. I need Luka to lock down, and I need their centers to come to play, Aiden and Hayes. They've been playing okay on defense, but they're going to have to step it up a notch, especially if they're trying to make it past the second round in the playoffs. So when you're playing Sengun, when you're playing Jokic, when you're playing the Rudy Goberts in the West against these other centers, they're going to have to bring that presence down low. And if they can't, then the Lakers won't make it out of the second, even first round, if they can't lock down. And then also with LeBron James, you can't really expect much out of him on the defensive end. He's 40 years old. He's not as quick as these young guards and these young players that can get up the floor and make you run. So you're going to have to rely on your defensive players. Marcus Smart, Jared Vanderbilt, they're known for their defense. So they're going to have to be leaders in that area and make the presence known and help their other teammates lock into that mentality. But if they can't get it done on the defensive end, no matter how many points they put up, they will not make it out the first round.
I happen to agree.
Vando ain't playing in the playoffs.
He can't shoot. He couldn't shoot a rock in the ocean.
He's gonna be stopping Luka from touching Redick. That's all he gonna be doing.
Facts.
No, they are grits.
Hopefully, though.
They are grits, but I'm gonna switch back over to the East, and I'm gonna just talk about the Knicks. And honestly, with the Knicks, it's like when you look at their team, it's like a team is you should like look at this roster and think, oh, they should be making a deep run. But I feel like the problem with the Knicks is they don't attack matchups. So somebody pointed out that they don't attack matchups a lot. So they do this thing where if you give them an open shot with Josh Hart or OG, they take it, and they end up in these games where you see OG or Josh Hart, these guys that they're not really supposed to be taking a whole bunch of shots. They're the ones taking a lot of shots, and it's like they settle for shots sometimes. And some people like to blame this on Cat sometimes, and it's just I feel like it's a coaching thing you could almost say, but they just have to attack matchups more. Outside of that, we also have Cat when you get him into the pick and roll. Their defense with that, he drops coverage. They flame him over and over and over, and it's just like the Knicks really should be a finals team. They should be,
for real.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
That's facts.
I like it. Quickly, the Denver Nuggets, they need shooting. They need shooting. They need defense. Denver Nuggets, shooting, defense and shooting. Did I miss anything? And protection. They don't. I think they should have got a Miles Turner instead of a Jonas Valanciunas. That would have worked
because you could afford that though.
Huh?
They might be the richest. They might be like the richest team when it comes to like paying people.
You got to think though, they got rid of MPJ's contract, so they moved up.
Christian Brown over there stilling. He over there stilling.
Them boys ain't played defense in 5 years. That's all they knew was offense.
That's what I'm saying. But I had to keep mine short.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna need shooting. Great shooting from Murray, Jokic, Tim Hardaway Jr., even Christian Braun. Like he's gonna have to be vital.
Back. To even have a chance. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to transition into our quick take topic. Everybody's going to get to say their feel about Bam's 81 game. All I'm here to say is
83
game. Thank you. Bam's 83 deserves respect. I'm going to say it deserves respect. Now, was it nasty? 110%. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever watched. But does it deserve credit? Yes. And I think that Bam's 83 is more impressive than Kobe's 81. I've come to the decision because he scored more points. And I'm going to leave it at that.
That's insane.
All I have to say is congratulations, Bam. I don't respect all the hatred that you're getting. At the end of the day, this was an amazing accomplishment, an amazing milestone. And the fact that people around the league were discrediting this performance, despite you putting up 7 for 22 from the three-point line, shooting, 43 free throws, it does not matter. You put up 83 points. Nobody else has done that in NBA history except for Wilt Chamberlain. So you deserve all the praise. You deserve all the credit. And I just want to be here to say that congratulations, you deserve it. Forget all the haters because they don't matter. Kelly Oubre, you will never in your life be able to touch even 50 points in this league.
Ever.
So I don't know why he was talking.
Ever.
Go get your quick praise out the way.
He about to hate on this shit. Come on, stop.
It was 43 points, and I heard that we was fouling on purpose to get the
ball
it
was
back.
Bad. It was nasty.
That's disgusting. But I'm not gonna lie, I can't really say too much bad stuff about it because we all basketball fans. We all got apps that show us stats and stuff like that. I was getting notifications that he had 31 the first quarter. So after that, every 10 minutes I was watching like his how he was going. He had 60 before the third quarter before he started doing all the nasty work. But I ain't gonna lie, I think it was just support. Like his teammates just wanted to see him break the record. His coach wanted to. If it was Pat Riley, he would have been gone though. I ain't gonna lie, we don't care about none of that. Go ahead, Dell. Let me hear this hatred.
Yeah, so y'all talking about he deserves the credit, blah blah blah. He was hooping. He said it's better than Kobe game, which is crazy, by the way. Unethical hoops. I'm not supporting that. He really dropped 30 in the first. That's cool and all, but the intentional fouling is disgusting. Yeah, that was nasty. Slandered Kobe's name. We're not going for that. And that is all the stuff that a hater would say. I'm not supporting none of it. Shout out to Bam. You had a great game. I support chasing records. I don't care what he played, how many minutes he played. I don't care what they did. Intentional foul of all you want. We took the record. Shout out Bam.
Hey, we need a round of applause.
I want to say one thing though. I think Luka Doncic and Embiid 70 points was way more impressive than Bam points. I'm not gonna lie. Just because, like, Luka, he did it with 76 field goal percentage, and B did it in, like, 3/4.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, that's your take on it.
Shout out Bam, though. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm a Heat fan. People ask me how I feel, but we suck. But we start trading people. Can we start doing something with the team? Like, all that individual stuff is cool. It's cute for him. But, like, we need, like, come on, Pat Riley. You getting too comfortable with the legacy. 6 is not there no more. 3 is not there no more. Like, come on, gang.
23 ain't even there no more.
23 ain't even there. He not even there.
So, it is what it is. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give a special shout out to staff, Dell, Kiera, and our new producer, Alyssa, in the building. Y'all haven't seen her. She's gonna make a guest appearance maybe one day. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about that.
For the NBA, we just gonna go great from here. Listen, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe. I need y'all to show love. Listen, if you like something, if you disagree with something that we said in the video,
let's box about it.
Come on, we ain't boxing though. We ain't boxing. Just comment. We can talk about it. Feel me? Let's get the engagement going. BTM, we here forever. Feel me? Let's go.
Yes,
like I said, Dell.
I dropped my setup. I heard you. I dropped my setup. Shout out Bam. I just had to say that again.
Oh, yeah.
Bam's 83.
No, listen, I just wanted to do this real quick. We all got to clap it up for Dell because he make every single episode, bro. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
a fact. That is a fact.
That is a fact. Down, we can't, bro. And Alyssa, shout out to you too. Appreciate you. Welcome. New journey.
Yes, welcome Alyssa to the family.
This is how we get. We a family over here. We get real transparent.
Man.
Hey, listen, and lastly, look out for some potential collabs with BTM. Y'all never know who might pop up on the podcast. And shout out to our boy Kenny. He wasn't able to make the episode, but we can't forget about him. He makes up the Fab Five. We wouldn't be able to do this without him. So subscribe, like, comment, and also support Stop too. He's a streamer. He's holding it down. He's working hard. So y'all subscribe to his Twitch.
Appreciate y'all.
Stefana. BTM family.
Take it over.
BTM family. We'll be back. Peace.